the huge fan of chocolate that I am, today on Jay's World Kitchen, I'm going to share with you what is possibly one of, if not the world's best chocolate brownie recipe. It's really simple to put together. It takes hardly any time and it's absolutely delicious. We're going to start off by greasing a pan such as this one. Now this one is a little bit smaller, but you do actually want a pan that's about an 8 by 12 for a nice thick brownie. If you want something thinner, then a 9 by 13 will suffice. But I have one that's slightly smaller actually, and I'm just going to grease the bottom with some butter. And the sides, of course. And because I really don't want it to stick, I'm going to place a piece of parchment paper that I have cut to size down in the bottom, and I'm going to grease that too. Now with that done, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to set our pan aside. Now in a medium bowl, we're going to place 1 1/4 cups of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1 cup of unsalted butter that's been melted and slightly cooled. And we're just going to whisk that all together. Like that until it's quite well combined. And once it's combined like that, we're going to add in 4 room temperature eggs and 1 tablespoon of a nice vanilla. And we're going to beat that together just for about a minute until the color is nice and even and light. And now, using a sieve into that, we're going to sieve in 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of cocoa powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And just gently sift that in. And now using a spoon, we're going to gently fold that all together. The trick here is not to overmix this at all. We want to fold it in nice and gently until it's combined and moist, but we don't want it to be lumpy, and we certainly don't need it to be 100% smooth. Just like that. And now we're going to add in, now I've weighed out 200 grams of chocolate chips, but of course you can use larger chocolate chunks if you want, or you can get a 200-gram slab of chocolate and chop that up and use that. We're going to put about 3/4 of this into this mix. So reserving just a little bit. So tiny bit reserved there, and we're just going to mix that in. And of course you can get very experimental with this. You can add in your favorite chopped nuts, some coconut, some people like to put raisins in, but whatever it takes your fancy, you can add in at this point. Now back to our brownie pan, we're just going to very gently get that all into our pan. And we're just going to spread that out evenly across our pan. Best you can, making sure we get it right into the corners, because some people really like those corners. And now we're going to sprinkle the rest of our chocolate chips across the top. Now you're going to pop those into your 350 degree Fahrenheit oven for between 25 and 30 minutes if you like softer brownies, and if you like them a little bit more firm, about 35 to 40 minutes. Now, once you take them out of the oven, you're going to leave them in the pan for about 15 minutes before removing them from the pan and allowing them then to cool completely to room temperature before you cut them up and tuck in. Now I have to tell you that the entire house just smells of chocolate, which of course, for someone who's a chocolate lover like me, is just fantastic. These look amazing. They really do smell amazing. These ones are actually kind of almost soft and cake-like, which I really like. But I can definitely understand and appreciate people who like slightly better done ones, especially around the crust. But the smell is just intoxicating. I'm going to give this a try. If you are a chocolate lover, these are for you. That is just an amazing, completely comfort food chocolate experience. I can definitely understand trying this with different things like coconut or pecan nuts or something like that in it too. But just like this, the texture is soft and gooey and the chocolate just melts away. These are absolutely amazing. And if you tried this recipe, I would love to hear from you in the comment section how these turned out for you. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and remember to turn on notifications so that you know when my next video drops. Remember too that you can follow me on all of my social media, and those links are also below in the comment section as well. I'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon. Without their financial support, this channel would absolutely not be possible. If you'd like to find out more about Patreon and how you can financially support this channel, please check out the Patreon link down below in the comment section as well. Now, if you want to try the non-chocolate version of these blondies, you can check that video out right here. If you'd like to try some more of my snacks and treats videos, you can check out that playlist right here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy eating.